Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be playing Highway Blossoms again, so we could finish the game, obviously. So, yeah, let's get on to it. Last where we left off, I believe it was in the RV sleeping? I don't know. Oh yeah, we were at the place. You see the RV cars in the back or whatever. Okay, I roughly remember. Let's just, yeah, we couldn't find the second gold, which sucked. But yeah, we'll see. My everything aches. It takes me so long. It takes me a long, lazy minute to remember why I'm sitting up. Forward plastered to the steering wheel rather than my bed. I drove all around through the night to get us to the Grand Canyon, arriving at the south rim right around the time that I couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. Oh yeah, we were taking Marina to the Grand Canyon because she'd never been there. We're in the campsite apparently, but I don't remember anything past reaching the park's edge and paying the entry fee. I probably shouldn't have been driving, but we made it through here all right. A sour taste pervades my mouth. Curiosity of the empty energy drink on my side. I groan as I clamp up and head to go brush my teeth. When I exit the bathroom, Marina is waiting at the front, all dressed and ready to go.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm still too sleepy to match her enthusiasm. Undeterred. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. She comes forward and presses a mug into my
I made
hands.
you some coffee.
Nice.
But it was a couple of hours ago, so it's kind of cold now.
Thanks.
It's also brewed too weak, but I don't want to tell her. I drink my cup in seconds and then pour myself another. There's also that's also finished in a few long gulps.
You really like coffee, huh?
I guess. I think I'm just addicted.
You don't even put any cream or sugar in it, right?
Nope. I always drink it black.
She wrinkles her nose in disgust.
I can't stand the taste.
I noticed. Have you gone and looked around yet?
There are dozens if not hundreds of people miling around, and that's not just what I can see from here, most likely treasure
Look
hunters.
around? Without you?
Yeah. It's what? Noon?
Almost, but I didn't want to leave without you.
That's sweet of her.
What if I got lost? You're like my map.
Maybe not.
Besides, it's boring to go look around by myself.
You think? I used to do it lots before we met up. It was nice to be alone and think.
Her face falls. Seconds later, I realize my mistake and mentally kick myself.
Not to say I don't like having you around. I just meant it's not so bad being on your own for a little bit.
She ponders for a moment.
Well, I don't like being alone.
A small frown makes me think she's upset, but it melts away and is replaced with her trademark smile. Something about how the sunlight frames her face and then makes my heart skip a beat. I want to admire her for longer, but I think my face gives it away. Soon she shifts, asking with her eyes.
Something wrong?
I shake my head to clear it.
Nah, sorry. Just zoned out for a second. Let me finish this coffee, and then we can go.
Okay. I don't know how you can be up and at 'em just like that. Usually it takes me hours to wake up.
I know. I do a lot of waiting for you.
Marina stomps over to hit me in the shoulder.
Meanie, I do my best for you.
Yeah. There aren't enough hours in the day for you to sleep as much as you want.
That's true.
What? Are you saying I don't need my beauty sleep?
She's just kidding, but I freeze. She's joking, right?
Amber?
The jaunty tone in her voice is gone.
Yeah,
I croak out a response.
Zone out again?
something like that.
Even I'm surprised by how off guard that caught me. It's just a simple joke, but it's a little too relevant. Seconds after thinking how pretty she looks. I need to stop being so weird sometimes, or that'd scare her off more than her finding out that I might, just maybe, could possibly have a crush on her.
Maybe you just need more coffee.
No.
Probably.
Her grin gets
You
huge.
need as much coffee as I do sleep. See? We're even.
I laugh as I pour myself a third cup, tilting the pot to get
Maybe
the
you're
drinks.
right.
She prances back to the front door, nose held in the air. She's won like some kind of great victory. I catch her peeking back to see if I'm watching, so I make a big show of rolling my eyes. She sticks her tongue out in return. When I set my cup down and sing, Maria throws her door open and waits for me to step out. For having been mostly asleep and in the dark, it looks like I did an okay job parking, by which I mean we're actually in one of the designated camping spaces. That's more than I can say for a lot of others here. Tents cover nearly every patch of land and doesn't have an RV on it. Some even come right up against the road in itself, causing the few cars that pass by to get a huge hug the hedge. Just like that, is in Shiprock, this is a fiasco. Squads of little kids rampage around, squirting each other, and everyone with water guns just being in the way. One little brat runs up and holds a squirt gun like he's going to shoot me, but the death guard that I give him running back to in the other direction.
Not a fan of kids?
Not the rotten ones.
Agreed. Marina, on the other hand, of waving at the retreating boy, giggles as a weak burst of water hits her.
I don't know how you can stand it.
They're just kids. Besides, I'm pretty used to it.
Big family, right?
Yep.
We start to walk in the direction of the canyon itself, pausing sometimes to let cars of tour groups pass us by.
This is such a mess. Wonder how many of them are treasure hunters.
Well, it's the Grand Canyon, so a lot of people are probably just regular tourists, right?
Yeah, probably. I feel bad for them. And all the other people who just want to enjoy these parks.
You really hate people, huh?
What? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. You're just always complaining about there being too many people around.
So, it just gets crowded. I have to agree with Amber on this one. Do I really complain that much? Thinking about it, I guess I do.
I don't hate people. I just don't like when it's all chaotic like this.
Agreed.
So you don't like crowds then?
Yeah.
That's closer, yeah.
Kinda weird that you're so hyped for this music thing then, don't you think? Isn't that gonna be the biggest crowd yet?
Sure, but that's different.
Why?
I don't know. Just is.
Why?
I don't agree with Amber on this one.
What are you, 5? No wonder you get along with kids so well.
We both laugh.
But I guess it's just because everyone is there for the same thing. You have something in common with them.
Isn't everyone here for the same thing?
No.
Yeah, but
I struggle to find an explanation. But she laughs it off and shrugs.
I'm just kidding anyway. You can't be the only one who teases. You don't like big crowds, and that's fine.
what about you?
I think it's fun. And besides, you get to meet all sorts of cool people.
Like the lady back at the ruins.
Who knows? Maybe you'll meet a special someone or a long-lost relative or something.
Special someone, huh?
Maybe. Would be pretty unlikely, though.
Probably. But it's still fun to think about. And speaking of odds, Amber...
Marina points at another cluster of motorhomes down the road. I follow her gaze, immediately understanding. It's the Maria, right? Taking up 2 spaces because of the size and bad parking, so only a titan of an RV.
God, no.
But Marina's already heading towards it, my nemesis. Maria's motorhome. The door files open seconds before Marina reaches it. Out strolls Jofus Test close
You
behind.
call that a break? You've had boyfriends that last longer.
Sis has never had a boyfriend.
My point exactly.
Quit your moaning. You two just need more work ether.
You mean ethics, but you've probably never heard the word.
Maria appears in the doorway, leaning on the shelf. I can see her about to retort, but she spots either me or Marina, and her glance is replaced with a smug grin.
Well. Look who finally caught up.
Hey guys!
Oh, hey there, ladies.
I was trying to speed up my glacial pace, may as well get this over with. Maria picks up a tool of crates from beside her and carries them out before shoving the crates into Joseph's hands. His knees buckle out the way he sets it on the ground.
Did you follow our dust all the way here?
I wish we'd seen it so we could have stayed away.
Maybe you should go now and get a head start on the next piece before we find the one here.
She calls herself like a sword and points it at me.
Unless you're gonna fight us for this one too.
I raise my hand in surrender.
We already had one bust at Canyon Duché. This one's all yours to screw up.
The shovel drops just a couple inches, either response or because her arms are getting sore.
Canyon Duché? But there's only one Grand Canyon.
There's more than one canyon in the world, Mayor.
Figured it was there at the Mummy Cave ruins, but we didn't find anything. So if you want to search all 2,000 miles of the Grand Canyon, then good luck.
Damn it!
Marina throws down her hands and the tool bag slips from her, plummeting onto Joseph's foot hard. The crates in his hands are next to fall, this time on the other foot. Oh, I feel bad for Joseph. The box bursts open, flooding the floor with heavy hammers and wrenches. A gas escapes his mouth in silence.
Are you gonna get drunk and cry yourself to sleep again, sis?
This is so real. I love it. She reminds me of fucking Kanan from Dragon Maid. I don't know why. She's just quiet and then talks at the perfect moments. Somehow, through pain, grunts, Joseph manages to speak.
The limit is once per week.
Maria's eye twitch. In one smooth motion, she twirls around and clonks her companion's head, huffs, and crosses her arms. Joseph reacts like a normal human being, rubs his head, soothing to never-ending pain. Tess hardly acknowledges it, wobbling back and forth like a human bobblehead. I don't even think I'll ever get over how creepy that girl is. She clonks Joseph again for a good measure. Marina and I both wince. I imagine this how it was for Howard when he first met Linda.
At least we get to see the canyon that way.
Jesus!
Where'd she come from? From out of nowhere, Tess pops up on my side.
Tess has been wanting to go out and see the sights, but Mariah's too busy breaking her back for that.
Big sisters are bossy, huh?
Tess nods with prompts Maria to stomp down and hug her apathetic, kindred spirit.
You're not alone!
Rain looks up at me, eyes big.
Can we keep her? She's so cute!
Look who's there, are you stupid?
That's property theft!
Yeah, agreed.
Sorry, only one stray at a time.
Aww.
Raina releases Tess and reaches out for her hand as they float apart.
Anyway, let's get going. If they're gonna waste all day here, we can at least leave them to it.
But Maria waves her shovel in Joseph's face.
Pick up our crap. Gotta rethink our strategy.
Crap?
Yes. This crap.
She taps the crate that she forced on him just minutes ago. Joseph covers Tess' ears and murmurs something that I can't make out.
Wait, I have an idea.
4 pair of eyes turn to look at her.
Me and Amber, we're about to go sightseeing. Why don't you guys come with us?
Marina, are you retarded? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I like all these characters, but I'm just saying, why Marina? You know, what happened? You know, Amber doesn't like them.
That's a terrible idea.
Hey, we agree on something.
But Tess' eyes sparkle with determination, nodding as she reaches up to tug on Maria's suit.
That's one vote yes.
She turns to me, pleading, looking at her eyes, hoping to make it 2 yes votes.
I think that sounds like a good time, too. It'd be a nice break.
I forbid it. You've already had a break. We have too much to focus on. Getting distracted by dusty old rocks is the last thing we need.
You always say that, but look at her.
He points to Tess, her face shining with interest since the word sightseeing.
When did she last show interest in something? Hell, has she ever shown interest in something?
We're still not going.
Wow, what a cunt. An irritated little girl runs through Joseph's throat as he looks as casual and relaxed as he usually does.
Look, we're not always going to do what you want just because you say so. We're going, and if we have to, we'll force you to come along.
Marina laughs awkwardly.
It's fine, it's fine. You guys don't have to come if you don't want to.
But it's too late for that. Marina lets out a single distressed ha and marches to Joseph.
You're gonna force me to go, huh?
That's right.
She stares him down, or up to be accurate, the top of her head only reaches up to his chin. Regardless, she gives him a nasty grin, regularly pulls his chest for daring to defy her. This doesn't seem to faze him, though, as his lips curl into an ominous smile.
How exactly do you plan to do that?
My money's on Joseph. Yep. Vast and majestic, the canyon dominates the horizon as far as my eyes can see. Calypso rocks are given a murky tint by the dying sunlight. First of all, that is beautiful, like the artwork. I love the artwork in this game. It's so nice. Like the backgrounds I'm talking about. Also the characters, obviously, but like I'm just saying the artwork in the backgrounds are really nice. It's a breathtaking view. I just stare out the abyss watching as the sun slowly climbs down the sky.
What are you even looking at?
She says it flatly, not like a question. Maria's been this way for hours since Joseph practically dragged her out of the RV. Good song, good guitar there. While the other three have amused themselves with disposable cameras and curiosity, Marina has tailed me like a mangy dog. She won't let me forget about her relentless apathy, punctuating it with frequent sighs.
I'm looking at the cliffs. And considering sending you to get a closer look at the bottom.
This is your fault, you know.
What is?
That we're here. Or at least that I'm here.
Hey, I didn't want you along either. That was all Marina.
True.
Just tell that airhead no sometime. Guessing you've never turned in a request of hers in your life.
I shoot her a dirty look at that word airhead. Maria rolls her eyes. She doesn't care one bit.
She wanted to play with Tess. Someone has to.
Who does it all the time?
Her ability to miss the point is actually kind of impressive.
Besides, you should see the look I get if I try to stop her from something. Maybe I can't say no.
Be more like me. Mental fortitude and training.
It's almost breaking down when someone threatens to take away the key to your liquor cabinet, part of that mental fortitude and training.
I love this. She clicks her tongues in annoyance and
I could have
grumbles.
still said no. I was just doing it for Tess.
I turn my attitude over to the impromptu photo shoot again. Both the girls climb on the rocks and lean against the railings to take pictures. Joseph trails close behind, probably to make sure nobody slips. Sometimes he pulled in for a picture or two. Maria takes pictures just about everything: the sky, the ground. The pouting Maria has a photograph. She's not very picky. Tess, on the other hand, seems to have an actual knock for it. She's taking a picture of scenery, valleys, close-ups of beautiful desert flowers in the full bloom, usually with Joseph as the model. She even managed to get a close look, take one of the eagle perched on the rock. Not hard when you're practically invisible, though.
I don't even know why she's so interested in this stuff.
What? The wonder and majesty of naturally formed geographic wonders?
That's a fancy way of saying overgrown rocks.
Who cares? Shouldn't you be glad that she is?
Why? I'd prefer if she cared about something that matters.
Like getting rich?
Exactly. It's Americana this, sightseeing that. What the hell even is Americana? Don't mess with Texas shirts and old rocking chairs that some hicks farted on.
Do you ever listen to yourself talk? Just be happy she's interested in culture and expanding her horizons.
Culture? Our favorite foods are bastardized versions of foreign cuisine.
Nice.
Culture's a sham. When I was her age, I was interested in things that actually mattered. Like treasure.
Years later, and nothing's changed.
Since the other girls are taking a break, Joseph has joined
I
us.
want to take some pictures with you.
Maria starts to protest, but Joseph cuts her off.
Your sister wanted me to ask.
Her mouth shuts and she rolls her eyes yet again.
Fine.
She stalks over to where they were, kicking up the clouds of dust with each heavy step.
Sorry if she's causing you trouble. She can be a bit of a handful.
A bit. Good
I
joke.
know it's hard to believe, but there's a good heart in there. Somewhere.
She'd probably sell it for $1 if she could.
Joseph less heartedly.
You might be right. That's just how she is, I guess. Been that way since we were kids.
It's hard to imagine that someone could not only know Maria as a child, but have maintained a friendship with her for the rest of their lives. Come to think of it, Joseph's a bit of an odd case compared to the other two. Odd just because he's so normal.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Do you care about the treasure?
He scratches the stubble on his chin and thinks about it.
Like, you have a good head on your shoulders. Why do you let her drag you around?
Well, it's not that I don't care about the treasure. Being rich doesn't sound like a bad gig at all. But I wouldn't say I have a good head on my shoulders either. If it came down to treasure hunting or kicking back on a couch all day, I'd pick the couch.
Figures.
His own broad smile returns. I didn't even notice it disappear.
But as for them, one of them needs someone to look out for her, and the other is 10.
Now we both laugh.
If she's the one who gets me off the couch, I'm the one who gets her to sit down sometimes. Even back in school, she was always picking fights. Didn't matter if it was another kid or a teacher. Got her ass kicked a couple times. If she were all on her own, she'd tear apart the whole Southwest. That make sense?
I looked over at where the three of them are still taking pictures. Tess is standing on the rocks, so that's where she's at the same level as the others. Right now, the two of her fingers hold Maria's mouth with the shape of a smile. Maria's other smile, Marina's holds the camera out and takes a picture. Then Tess takes one, though Marina keeps her hand out of Maria's mouth.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Plus, someone's gotta make sure Tess doesn't starve.
Ouch. Catching us watching, Marina waves vigorously. She nearly knocks Maria's lights out when she does that wave back. Tess says something that gets Marina's attention. After a second, Marina hurries over. I once as I watch her clumsily climb over the rocks, scared that she's actually going to slip and hurt herself, but she arrives unharmed.
Tess wanted me to ask if you'd go be in the pictures too, Joe. She says she wants all three of you.
Looks like that's my cue.
With nothing more to say, he drifts over to the others and exchanges spots with Marina. Tess passes him the camera. He holds it up to the camera, and he holds it up to his eye.
Why are you using this cheap thing anyway? The camera on Mariah's phone is way better.
He takes the pictures from Tess and dangles it from his fingers, observing his ancient, long-buried artifact.
The memory is full from all her journal entries.
Journal?
It's more like gangsty poetry.
Awkward silence. Marina turns over to me, panic and fury in her eyes, but she's too slow.
How did that one go again? Oh yeah. Rivers of amber pour from my bottle like tears, forever sweeping El Dorado beyond my grasp.
That was good, Joseph. Maria slouches.
I hate you both.
Oh, but we love you, Mariah.
Tess clings her sister waist like a match, showing her affection. It goes ignored.
Now squeeze in. I'm not sure how we're all gonna fit.
We watch for a while, but before I tap Marina on the shoulder, that should keep them busy for a while.
Quick, while they're distracted.
What?
I grab Marina's hand and dash off, dragging her behind her feet while she's troubling up, but I don't slow down. I
Just
don't look
keep
back.
running.
Amber, where are we going?
Ooh, nice. And maybe we should end the episode here because it's been 22 minutes and I kind of want to end it, but even though it's a good story. But yeah, we're going to end the episode here. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. If you didn't, then you didn't like it. Yeah, have a good day. Discord link in the description. Have a good day. Big gay.